attorney.
Okay, welcome back. Let's continue, I guess. Yeah, here. Um I guess I should say last time we finished door 3, but in between the last part and this part I did I did a tier list, and I'll post it at the same time as this video. But in case you didn't want to watch it and are still curious about it, I'll leave an image in the description, a link to an image in the description to see the rankings quickly. I won't spoil them here. Yeah, do as you will. Just to reiterate that even though some characters are ranked very low, that doesn't mean that I think they are garbage characters. It's just relatively compared to the characters at the top of this list, like just like some of the characters at the top of this list so much more than the ones at the bottom. And for some characters, like okay, let me just give a quick example. For example, like the Master of the Mansion, they haven't really done anything, but I'm still intrigued about them. So they don't necessarily have the highest rating, highest ranking, but I didn't still. They're not in the S tier, but they're also not in the lowest tier because I'm expecting at some point to get some lore and info about them. Yeah. So cool. There's that. Let's dive into, I guess, door 4. Sure. Yeah. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Backlog. Yeah. Nothing here. What's the matter? You lost, or you just trying to take in the sights? A voice called out to you, but it was not the maid's voice. Caught off guard, you spun around, confused, in search of the source. Yeah. Where are you looking? I'm over here. Yeah, there you go. A little more to the left. Following the voice's instructions, you found yourself facing a wall. This is true. You look like you've just seen a ghost. Hey now, come on, don't turn away. Yep, you got it. I'm the one talking to you. The voice was coming from within the painting. When you had passed by this wall on your way to the third door, a magnificent landscape painting had been hanging there. But now, the canvas was a deep shade of black, as if it had been dipped into a vat of ink. The man in the painting. Okay. Been a while since I've talked to anyone. So tell me, you can hear me all right, can't you? Splendid. Been so long since I've had a conversation. I was afraid I might have forgotten how to talk. So tell me, who might you be? You don't know? Well, isn't that quite the pickle? Then, how about we have a little chat, eh? You got yourself turned around and aren't sure where to go, yeah? Well, I'll be happy to tell you anything I can. Just ask away. The painting sounded rather high-spirited. Yeah. Perhaps he was simply excited to have the opportunity to speak with someone. Maybe, or you decided you would ask the painting a few questions. Okay. We are definitely saving here. In case we can't ask all of them. Um, since there are so many options, I'm assuming we can ask all of them, especially since it said you decide to ask questions in multiple. But in case I can only choose one, I'm not too concerned with who are you or what is this place. I'm choosing, wanting to select between who am I and who is the maid. Which one to choose? Okay, let's go with this one. I think. Who is the maid? Might as well ask her that directly. She won't say till you've regained your old self. Sorry, that was a question mark. She won't say till you've regained your old self? I see. Well, in that case, if you wanna know, you know what you gotta do. It's entirely up to you whether you make an ally or an enemy out of her. There's no guaranteeing she's even right in the head. You never know. Maybe you're not the only one who hasn't found themselves. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, like for example, kind of the white-haired girl has been kind of wondering who she is. Okay. It seems like we can do all of them, so let's leave who am I to last. Who are you? Me? Well, as you can see, I'm a painting. Why did I end up as a painting? Hard to say. Maybe I was reborn as a painting because I used to really like art. Though there are things I painted that I wish I hadn't. Do we know any painters then? Did Mel used to paint? Do we know who painted the picture between Mel and I guess quote unquote Nelly? Though there are things I painted that I wish I hadn't. Maybe that regrets what turned me into this. Hopefully I get the chance to apologize to him about that. Anywho, no point in getting into any more detail than that. Wouldn't mean anything to you, so enough about me. Oh, right, you don't know anything about yourself. A shame, that. Alright then, a favor for you, since you can't tell me about yourself. If you run into him, could you tell him I really regret what I did? I know I should tell him myself, but, well, as you can see, I'm stuck here. Can't move an inch, so I've got to ask for help. I feel absolutely terrible about painting that picture. I know, yeah, the deadline's way past on that one, but that's what makes it regret, yeah? 'Cause you can't take it back. By the time I had realized, it was too late. He was already dead. He's long since passed away. Huh? How are you supposed to give a dead fellow a message? Well, for all you know, the dead could be wandering these halls too. So, please, if you come across him, tell him I said that. That I didn't mean any harm with that painting. Or maybe you are him? Very curious, yeah. Very, very curious, yeah. I mean, currently my only guess is that it is something to do with the painting from door 1. Yeah, I don't remember any other significant paintings in the other doors. Yeah, in door 3 was a photo, right? Yeah, not a painting. What is this place? Ooh, talk about some hard-hitting questions. I'm probably not the one who will be able to answer that for you. I don't have a very deep connection with this mansion, you see. I swear it. I got nothing to gain from lying, do I? It's my regret that have turned me into this. I wasn't summoned here by no one. That said, there is one thing I can tell you. This place summons people. Or at least attracts people who have ties to something that happened long ago. Okay? So, I wonder if, like, all of the people in the doors, or maybe their ancestors, were a part of something that happened long ago. Like, if they're all related into a singular incident long ago. Something regarding Michelle, maybe? I don't know. No one knows anything even happened. I didn't know either, until she told me. The maid or Michelle or... Though I haven't the foggiest how much of it's true or not. Are you here because you were summoned by her? Or did you come here of your own will to find someone? If you came here of your own volition and you weren't summoned by her, then mayhaps you'll be the one who can break the spell, the curse, the chain of tragic events, the what? Who am I? Just cause you don't know who you are doesn't mean you can go around asking other people. I'm not a person. I'm not a person, you say? Well, no, you're right. But, okay. I'm not gonna know anything about you that you can't tell me yourself. Okay. I mean, from where I'm standing, you look almost like a walking cloud of shadow. I can't even tell you what you look like. Okay. The maid who was with you before, did she call you master? Ah, I see. But the question is, which era's master are you? That is the question. I think in one of the parts previously, I briefly mentioned that maybe we are Mel. I'm not sure. I have a feeling that like my current ideas. I think I talked about this briefly in the tier list video too. That my current ideas is that we are either the white-haired girl, or we are Michelle, or all three of us are the same person. Then I guess I remember at some point talking that we might be Mel, and if none of those, then I guess we are related to whatever was mentioned in one of the previous questions about connected to something way in the past, something even further back than what was shown in door 1. Yeah, because I still have this inkling at the back of my head that this game is, because it's titled Fata Morgana, that it's somehow related to the witch Morgan, which was Arthurian legend related, I think. I'm not gonna Google it, but I'm just gonna quickly Google, because this shouldn't give me anything related to the game. King Arthur time period. I think it was like 1100s maybe. The first definite mention of Arthur appears circa 1828. Okay, 5th to 6th century. Or sorry, okay, okay. So like 1828 is like 1,000 years earlier ish, from the flaxen-haired family. Huh? Yeah, that's way before. But yeah, that's my other guess, is that we are either connected to whatever happened way before, maybe during King Arthur's time, or somewhere in between. We were maybe the first master after whatever happened, or just in general one of the masters before the flaxen-haired family. Okay, cool. Wait, Mel wasn't even the master of the mansion, was he? Yeah, I think his father was. Yeah. Okay. And I guess before we continue, conversely, if we go backwards, why not go to the other direction? Maybe we are from the future. Maybe we haven't yet become the master. Yeah. How many doors have you been through? 3, and then one quick detour to visit Michelle. 3 doors, eh? And of those, did any of them bring anything back? No? Well, it's not an easy thing, recovering yourself. Or maybe you weren't behind any of those 3 doors. Maybe. Yeah, that's gotta be it. That's definitely not it then. Maybe there is something hidden in those doors that indicates the true identity. Again, my leading idea being that we are the white-haired girl. But who knows? Let's keep all possibilities open. That was your first time witnessing those tragedies. Yours is another door. Sure, whatever you say. Let's add that to the pile of ideas. So, tell me, like, he did say that he doesn't have any reason to lie. But also, how do you feel looking behind those doors? Was it frightening, saddening, heart-wrenching? Yeah, door 2 and 3 was definitely heart-wrenching. Door 1 was a mix between frightening and saddening, but also very exciting for me personally. All 3 of them were very entertaining. Man, Pauline's death scene. That hit so hard. Damn. Well, let me tell you something. You were able to bear them because they weren't your tragedies. If the next door you open is yours, will you be able to bear it? Will you be able to accept your own tragedy? It's one thing seeing others suffering, but your own. If you have to face the emotions, if you have to face the emotions you wanted to keep buried, secrets you wanted to keep hidden away, and pain you wanted to forget, do you think you'll be able to accept them as your own? If you can't, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't accuse you of running if you chose not to reclaim your old self. Nothing wrong with erasing your memory of something if it was so bad you didn't want to face it in the first place. Let it be rewritten as someone else's story. That'll make it a whole lot easier on you. Plus, you never know. The most unfortunate tale of all may well be your own. Or perhaps that goes for everything about you. You won't know till you see it? Well, that's true enough. But once you do, there might not be any turning back. Or do you mean to reclaim your old self no matter the cost? If you do, if you are sincerely prepared to do that, then be wary of the tale that comes next. Any tragedy that seems too beautiful to be real is precisely that. A fabrication. ... If it turns out you're someone from behind the next door, then perhaps you're my... Oh, that got me really excited. Okay. Too beautiful of a tragedy to be true. Maybe it's all fabrication. Oh. Okay. So, there's gonna be some kind of... Maybe it's gonna be a more straightforward door with like no big plot twist like the other doors have had. But that's why we have been told this in advance to keep ourselves on our toes. Like, is it all true? Is this all a lie? Is this all a metaphor? This next door, did none of it really happen? Is it something that we, the master, are as an unreliable narrator now twisting into something we feel like admitting it as? not facing it as how it actually is. Haven't talked that much in a long time. Feels great. And now that I've got that out to my system, I should be able to get some good sleep. You're probably still wandering in the dark right now, but I really hope you find the outcome you want. And I mean that. You can either reclaim your old self, or you can toss it aside. The choice is yours either way. Now, since it looks like your escort isn't showing up, what do you plan to do next? That is a good question. If we ever get a choice, like he just described of reclaiming our old self or choosing to discard it, I wonder which one I would choose. Both options are interesting. I feel like I'm too... I mean, it depends on the state of the game and our knowledge by that point. But at this moment, I'm leaning towards reclaiming our old self, because I'm so very curious about our original identity. Yeah. But if it turns out that we, the player, have gained some meta knowledge by then, and already know the who the master of the mansion currently is, then I may very well choose to discard, choosing the discard reclaiming the our identity, if it feels like it would be a better narrative choice to go with the other one. Okay, but what do we plan to do next? Oh, how about taking a look around the place, since you've got a little free time? Could be you come across some things you wouldn't with her around. Oh, right. If you're gonna go exploring, I've got the perfect thing. Stick your hand into the canvas, would you? That's kinda scary. The painting was still wrapped in an impenetrable darkness. A perfect, all-consuming void. The man had told you to put your hand into it. I'm still wondering if this is just intentional. Like, obviously it's an intentional choice to capitalize it, but if it has like some deeper meaning, like obviously there has been some religious aspects, but like you don't normally capitalize the word you, right? Unless it's literally talking about... I mean, no, even then it's not you. You only capitalized him, like the god. You capitalized that word, but so yeah, I really don't know. Maybe sometimes you would capitalize you if it's about if you're like a highly regarded important figure. Not sure. Not sure if just being the master of the mansion is enough, or if this is just a game putting emphasis onto us, the player, being the master or whatever. The man had told you to put your hand into it. You... Okay. Well, we can explore the I feel like we should do everything the game offers us that we can do for now. And then later, after we finish the game, we can go back and check if the other options give anything meaningful. reached into the frame. You extended your hand for the painting. The moment your fingertips brushed against the darkness, it swallowed your entire hand up to the wrist. Ooh. No, not there. That tickles a little to the right. As the man in the painting had instructed, you groped around the inside of the darkness. Before long, you felt something hard at your fingertips. Ooh. Clenching the object, you withdrew your hand. Maybe it's a key? Your arm was still intact. Phew. You spread your fingers, and there you found a key. Okay. Ah, that tickled. With that key, you can access the master bedroom. A while back, she tossed it into me. Okay. Curious. That damned litter buck. Oh, so yeah, it ain't mine. Don't worry about giving it back. However, I bet there's something worth seeing in there. If she felt the need to toss that key. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna get some sleep. You take care. If you happen to learn my name, come pay me another visit. Should the fancy strike you. Okay. Having said that, the painting fell quiet. In your hand lay a small key. It seemed rather antiqued and vaguely familiar. Silence once again drew over the corridor. Yeah, if I was supposed to immediately recognize the key shape, I'm very sorry. I may as well. Yeah, I think I'll take a. I'll go back and look at my own videos after this part is done to see if I recognize if they show a key anywhere that's similar to this one, and then report back at the start of the next part. Okay. Silence once again drew over the corridor. You stood there all alone, no sign of the maid. So many choices in this one. After considering it for... Oh, okay, we didn't get to choose here. After considering it for a few moments, you decided to explore the mansion on your own. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean... Wow. Oh, so fun. Just the darkness in that one. Isolation. Okay. Huh. Okay. Maybe that is the title of the fourth door. Go downstairs to the cellar. I'm very curious about that one because of what Maria found. Ooh, go see the stained glass window. That's where Michelle was, I think. That's where the key was. That's obviously just continuing the story forward. Go to the entrance. That could give us something interesting. Okay. And the rose garden might as well be might also have something cool in it. I'm not sure if the fireplace. Oh, I guess this is the first scene of the game. Well, yeah. I don't know what the den means. I mean, I know what the den word means, but I don't know where in the mansion this would be. Library. Usually libraries are like, ooh, interesting lore, but this time I feel like there won't be much anything if we go to the library. So many interesting choices. I don't even know if we will be able to start at door 4 if we get to go to all of these places before calling the maid. Uh, yeah, once again, if I only get a chance to choose one of them before before the maid comes to get us, I'm gonna choose the most interesting one to me. But if after that we still get to choose another one, I'm just gonna go through all of them in order. So the question is, do we go to the cellar, the stained glass window, or the master bedroom? Because those three are calling out to me. This feels spooky. This feels, I don't know. And we obviously just got a key to go here. Like, I feel like we might get something if we go here, but it's not gonna make any sense right now. If that makes any sense. Okay, we're going downstairs to the cellar. See if the painting, yeah, is there. When you descended into the cellar, you heard beast-like snarling. Ooh. Along with it came a sour odor and the sound of ripping flesh. You could not see the beast, but that did not make it any less unpleasant. You made to retreat from the cellar. Oh, what the actual jump scare, what the fuck? Okay, game. Okay. I hope that didn't peak the mic. Whoa. Fuck you, game. But before you could, shadowy creature lunged at you. You reflexively, squeezed your eyes shut. What the hell, game? Oh my god. After several moments, you opened your eyes again to find a silhouette of a man standing in place of the beast. What the fuck, Yukimasa? At least assumedly. You and the shadow stared at one another for some time. Also, wow, we didn't insta-die. I thought that was kind of bad end situation. You asked the shadow a question, and the shadow responded. Oh my god. Sorry, let me just catch my breath. I wasn't expecting that. What the hell? What the hell, game? Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Another mini jump scare with the sound design. What the fuck, game? I mean, I did say the cellar was gonna be scary, but what? Oh my god. Yeah, sure. Don't give me another jump scare. I can't handle them. I'm bad with them. However, you had no idea what it said. The shadow seemed to be trying to communicate something to you, but trying to make sense of something you could not understand was pointless. Having no reason to remain in the cellar any longer, you made your way back upstairs. Please don't jump at me again. Okay, we survived. What the fuck? Bad game. Bad. Okay, we can go through all of them. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, no sign of the painting, just a lingering remnant of, assumedly, Yukimasa. Go to the entrance. Does that pattern look like what was on the key? Maybe, maybe not. You made your way to the mansion's entrance. There was no one around, nor any source of light. Groping through the darkness, you found the door. You found the front door, which was sealed shut with a heavy bar. You pressed against the bar, but it remained firmly in place. The door did not budge either. It seemed you could not leave the mansion. Burn the witch. Ooh. Okay. Crucify the impure. When you made the step away from the entrance, you heard a muffled voice. You looked around, but you were unable to determine the source of the voice. Nor could you be sure whom you had heard either. Giving up on finding anything at the entrance, you decided to head somewhere else. Don't jump scare. Okay. It kind of paused there as I was like, fuck you, game. And go to the fireplace. Ooh, it's been put out. Maybe it was already. No, I'm not sure. You made your way to the room with the fireplace. What remained of the fire crackled weakly, leaving the room in a veil of darkness. You remembered that you had awoken here. Out of sheer curiosity, you sat down in the rocking chair you had been asleep in. Creak, creak, creak. It was as soothing as a cradle to a baby, and in short order, you found your consciousness drifting from your grasp. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Please no. I'm after the cellar. I'm on the edge of my seat, but I feel like there won't be any jump scares. It was just the beast, or whatever. Question mark. Reading a story by the fireplace like this almost makes it feel like we're in another world, doesn't it, Master? I bet that's why troubadours perform at pubs, so they can be near the fire. Yeah, troubadours are definitely an older word. Oh, you're such a cynic. But that's okay. I feel like this is the maid. Say, do you remember when I first arrived here? When I was cleaning the library? Okay. A brief memory of, assumedly, the maid. Your eyes slowly slid open. Fragments of a pleasant dream lingered in the back of your mind. I guess, yeah, one of the reasons why I even think so strongly that we, the master, are the white-haired girl is probably because of the main menu thing with and I guess is it also the promotional art piece for this game with the maid and the white-haired girl just being in frame alone. But then again, who knows, there's also the white-haired guy in the memories section we always click to start or continue our game, so maybe that is what we look like. But then again, that could be the white-haired girl in a different form, because she seems to change a little bit each time. You never know. Or maybe Michelle as well. You never know. Yeah. Fragments of a pleasant dream lingered in the back of your mind. The crackling of a fire. The taste of warm wine. However, there was nothing pleasant about the fireplace sitting before you. No warm, crackling flames. In fact, the brisk air of the room overpowered the remnants of embers left there. A chill ran down your spine. Afraid you might freeze stiff if you stayed there much longer. You resumed your exploration of the mansion. Cool. Now let's go to the den, although the word I associate with den is the beast's den. So I'm gonna be cautious with jump scares. Okay. Billiard room. Ooh. The scent of cigarette smoke lingered in the den. However, the room was silent. Not even an echo of the men's chattering remained. Something was moving. Billiard balls. I'm not gonna lie. The sound of hitting the billiard balls kinda spooked me just now. Fuck that beast. There was no one present to strike the balls. They rolled spontaneously around the table. Paths they traced across the surface were rough and erratic, contrasting. What the hell is contrasting? Contrasting that of when the former master had held the cue. The spheres collided awkwardly with one another, not a single one coming close to the pockets. As an experiment, you pulled the ball off the table. In response, the paths of the balls became even clumsier. Having lost one of their targets, they began bouncing aimlessly off the cushioned walls of the table. As you stared intently at the table, a man's voice rang out from somewhere in the room. Jacopo or Tommaso? Jacopo, I assume. Spinning around, you saw a silhouette of a man. However, you could not make out what the man was saying. The man thrust his fingers at the table. He appeared to want you to return the ball. You reluctantly placed the billiards ball back on the table. When you did, the balls resumed endlessly colliding with one another, never landing in any of the pockets. I wonder if that's some sort of metaphor for the story itself, like the grander story at play here. You looked up to find the shadow gone. Having determined that the maid was not going to appear in the den, you exited the room, making your way back into the corridor. Cool. Okay. I assume we might find a memory of Mel and Nelly here then. Go outside to the rose garden. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have enough time to get to door 4 today. There's still like a half an hour or a bit more. 40 minutes maybe. Look, your head is covered in roses, Mel? Oh, Nelly. I mean, Nellie, yeah. Oh, Nelly, you got petals on the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to. Though you could hear the sound of children laughing, you could not see them. Regardless, their cheerful voices warmed your heart. You decided to linger there in the garden for some time. Along with the children's laugh wafted a sweet fragrance. The wind blew, whisking flower petals up into the air. It was an enchanting sight. Ooh. But after a while, the roses began to wilt. Yes! Bad ending for Mel and bad ending for Whitehead Girl. Goated ending otherwise. You could no longer hear the children's voices either. Ooh. is that what Mel's silhouette actually looked like? I'm not sure. Huh. A young man stood alone in the withered rose garden. As you drew nearer, you called out to the youth, but the young man did not appear to notice you. He merely stood there, staring vacantly across the garden. Yeah, I'm gonna have to not only check the previous parts for a possible key appearing anywhere, but also Mel's silhouette, and gonna compare his silhouette to this one then, because I'm also like, I'm not sure if this is Mel's silhouette. I'm assuming this, but maybe it's not. But the billiards room, assumedly Jacopo's silhouette, also made me question if it was him. He merely stood there, staring vacantly across the garden. The youth muttered something in a lifeless voice. This isn't what I wanted. I just wanted a normal, peaceful life. I can't bear being alone. I can't take this. Someone get me out of here. Oh God. I mean, a pious person, so maybe Melia. Tell me it's not all my fault. He tried to call out to the young man several times, but he did not seem to hear you. He simply continued muttering to himself. Before long, the youth's shadow faded into nothing. Unable to bear the chilly air any longer, you stepped back into the mansion. Okay. Go to the library. This is a place I don't think we've ever been. Maybe this is what door 4 will be. Okay, secret door. Interesting. The smell of dusty books filled the air of the library. You approached a shelf to examine one of the books. Ooh. And suddenly, an avalanche of them came falling to the floor. You stared blankly at the mountain of books. They had fallen down on their own, but they showed no signs of putting themselves away. Okay, maybe an overall idea of what will happen in one of the doors. Since no one else was there to do it, you began placing the books back on the shelf. 1, 2, 3, a dozen. And as soon as you had gotten them all back up, they came crashing back down again. You wished very much to implore of the maid's assistance, but she did not appear to be in the area. Okay, that's kind of funny. But yeah, tumbling down, fated to come crashing down. Pretending you had not seen anything, you made your way back into the hallway. What does that say? If that is door 4. And the man in the painting just said us, the door 4 may be something cruel to you, so interested to see what we do there. And if that's the place where we find something connected to us. And here we pretend not to see anything. Okay, curious. Gonna try to remember that by the end of door 4. See if anything that has anything to do with this. Okay. I mean, both of these will give us some interesting stuff. Okay, let's go see the stained glass window. Is Michelle there? You approach the stained glass window. Also, I don't know how this, if this is a picture from real life. I assume it is, but I have no idea if there is originally people being weighed on the scales. You approached the stained glass window. An array of pews was arranged facing the stained glass. There seemed to be an air of tranquility about the room. You sat down in one of the pews and stared quietly forward for some time. For a moment, you felt like you were on the verge of recalling something, but ultimately the memory never managed to surface. The maid did not appear to be there. Where could she have gone? You decided to resume exploring the mansion. Okay. Another question I do have is, do we get to do this later again? Do we get to explore all the areas later again when we have more info? Because this seems very much the kind of thing where right now we are missing like key events, key items, key knowledge, and we're supposed to come back to these places later on, and then something will happen. Go to the master bedroom. We have the key. And there probably was the painting? No, I'm not sure. You inserted the key you had been given into the door's keyhole. And with a twist, the door opened. The master bedroom was shrouded in darkness, much like every other room in the mansion. It had evidently been left unused for some time. The air in the room was stale and forlorn. Master? Oh? A voice seemed to ring out from somewhere. Come on, get up. Up with you. Master! Okay, that was something I did not expect. Um... That feels more like Mel's silhouette, but maybe not? No, I don't. Okay. Curious? Ooh. A new track. Okay, I like it. Ooh. Is this a silhouette of us or the person waking us? See? What did I tell you? It's so much nicer in here with a little light. Without warning, your whole world took on bright, vivid colors. Light streamed through the window, illuminating a well-lived bedroom. A woman's silhouette stood before you, okay? Wait a sec. Don't you hide under your bedspread? Get out of there. Oh, but master, you agreed that I could open the windows. Don't worry, I put curtains up. If it gets too bright, you can draw them. Mornings take the best parts of being outside and squeeze them all into the same few hours. You don't have to go outside in the sunlight for it either. Just listen to all the wonderful sounds. The joyous songs of the birds, the swaying of the trees, the rustling of leaves. You tried to call out to the silhouette, but it did not respond. Reaching out for her, your hand simply passed through her body. It did not seem to be you that she was speaking to. Perhaps you were looking at a scene from some other period of time, yeah? Am I being as pushy as I feel right now? I completely misjudged you. You're the exact opposite of what I thought you were. Let's see. I thought you were cold and cruel, heartless and incomprehensible, but I'm beginning to get a better idea. You tried to put on airs, but you're really rather childish. You have a short temper, but can be surprisingly playful. What else? You have a pretty difficult personality too. Okay, I mean, if this is us, the master, then we are finally being given a description of personality. But who does that remind me of? I mean, kinda Jacopo, but even more so, I think, weirdly, Arthur? Arthur from Door 1 of all people? Which is crazy, because he was such a side character. But also, I just realized, Fata Morgana, Morgan, the witch, related to the Arthurian legend. Fucking Arthur Pendragon. There's a connection there. Hello game. Am I cracking the code? Am I stomping on nothing? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell at all. Also, are you the white-haired girl? No, your personality is completely different. But you never know with this game. You never know with this fucking game. I'm beginning to lose it. This part has been crazy. And now, hear me out. Hear me out here. That's not everything. You gave me a chance to talk to you, and you listened intently. You can be you can be kind of nice too. We agreed that we would live together, not just in the same house. So we've got plenty of time to add more to the list. And I hope you can make your own list about me too. This is just the beginning, after all. We've got a long time ahead of us. Plenty enough to get to know each other, no? Another idea that popped to mind, maybe this is not Arthur, but just us, the master. Just ignore the Arthur part. And maybe this is the maid, but as like a younger, themselves as younger. Like why, I'm just spitballing here, like while they were a human, let's say, while they were alive, because currently the maid has been living for who knows how long, and they're very pale and whatnot. So maybe this is them as they were actually young. Let's not waste any time then. What do you say we do something today that we haven't been able to before? Where should we begin? Oh, I know. We can get this place cleaned up. Now that there's some actual light in here, we can see all sorts of things we'd probably rather not. Like dust all over the place. Very curious and very lovely piece of music. Big fan. And then this slow piano. When the woman's shadow faded away, the master bedroom transformed back into its old, dreary state. Master, can you say my name? ... You were unsure how to describe the urge welling up within your breast. You could not say her name. You stood unmoving in the master bedroom for some time, but it did not appear anything else was going to happen. So you decided to head somewhere else. Oh, huh. Okay, game. Go see the stained glass window again, I guess. Huh. You returned to the room with the stained glass window. You had searched throughout the mansion, but had no luck finding the maid. You felt somewhat tired, though you were not quite sure whether it was physical exhaustion or otherwise. You had little interest in doing any more moving about. Taking a seat in one of the pews, you gazed up at the stained glass. Staring solemnly down back at you was the archangel set to weigh the souls of the deceased. Is that what's going on in this game? Is this just a limbo? Are we all deceased and we're being weighed? Our souls being judged? We pass through our memories expressed as something different. Perhaps he was trying to weigh your soul. Perhaps. Interesting that we got to go back here only for that. That must mean it's very important. Trying to weigh your own soul. I mean, we have been going through the history and we are very connected to this mansion, so, we are kinda doing some soul searching right now. Okay, call for the maid. Master? Master? Hello there. Oh, there you are, Master. You gave me quite the scare. After returning from the third door, you disappeared without a word. Oh my, it was I who disappeared. That is quite strange. I did not go anywhere, as far as I am aware. Nevertheless, I am glad to have found you. I would have been at a complete loss for what to do if I had been separated from you yet again. I did indeed say that when you first arrived. I have been waiting for your return for a very long time. For centuries, as a matter of fact. That would make me a ghost, then, you say? I am very much not a ghost. Yeah, you said you were a part of this mansion. So, maybe you are just personification of the mansion, you never know. Would I be able to hold your hand if I were? Saying this, the maid took your hand. It was cold enough to send a shudder down your spine, and completely devoid of life. Though as chilling as it may have been, you still took comfort in the feeling of her hand in yours. The maid looked down at you with gentle eyes. Are you sure they're gentle? I mean, I guess they are. She seems to genuinely care for us. After a few moments of silence, she sat down beside you. The stained glass is quite beautiful, is it not? Every time I see it, it brings a tranquility to my heart. A dreadful, deep-rooted curse afflicts this mansion. However, this room is the one exception. Can you feel the purity that hangs in the air, Master? Yes? What is it, Master? You are correct. The stained glass window had been shattered and was not period in the time period of the previous tale. I wonder. Perhaps it is because the mansion we are in presently resides in a realm separate from the real world. Okay. I mean, the mansion was kinda explained as being like place hopping, time period hopping, so sure. We are in a world constructed from myriad memories and histories. I am sure that when you regain your old self, Master, the mansion too shall be restored to its original state. So do try and remember, alright? Oh, yes. Where did you go in my absence, Master? Hmm, I. I see. So you explored the mansion, then? And did you find anything noteworthy? Memories? I am not quite sure what you mean. How peculiar. As a servant of this house, I pride myself in being aware of most everything present within these walls. I wonder whose memories they could be. The key to the master bedroom? Why did I throw away the key? Hmm. The slight shift in her eyebrows. I beg your pardon? Ooh. You say a painting told you. You could see perplexity on the maid's face. Yeah, I don't feel like she would be intentionally lying to us. Okay, that's interesting. You had never seen her make such an expression before. I I know nothing of any key. Okay, I'm not sure how to read that. That that read both innocent, but also it could have easily been trying to lie, feigning ignorance. Uh, oh, master, you should not tell jokes meant to cause others discomfort. But a talking painting, you say? You seem to have a rather vivid imagination. Maybe you can tell the next tale, master. I am only teasing. Now, that was a nice break, but we should get moving. The tale I am about to show you is the last of the mansion's memories. Ooh. I am certain you will remember yourself after seeing it. To our feet, the final door is not far. And please, do not let go of my hand. This is interesting because they've reminded us each time about this, not letting go of her hand. Holding your hand, the maid led you to the far end of the room. Crossing beneath the stained glass window, a metal door came into view. Our destination lies at the top of these stairs. There, we will find one last door. She pushed open the metal door, revealing a long spiral staircase. Spirals are always interesting. Hmm, okay. It will be a bit of a walk, so let us be on our way. And please, do watch your step. This is called an observation tower. Normally, towers such as this were built in castles or churches, so it is rather strange for there to be one in a mansion. The last door I wish to show you, master, resides at the top of this tower. Rectangular windows were carved out of the stone in several locations along the way up the spiral staircase. You attempted to peer out one of the windows, but all you could see was a thick layer of fog. Second mentioning fog, I think. Perhaps the maid's suggestion that the mansion did not presently reside in reality was, in fact, correct. With each step upward, you found yourself gripped by an indescribable sense of anxiety. Yeah, what is this door for gonna be? Oh my god. The feeling somewhat resembled irritation or annoyance. Okay, was I not expecting that? Sensing this, the maid tightly gripped your hand. There is nothing to worry about. You will be fine. It is all in the past. No matter what may happen, so long as you do not let go of my hand. We're so gonna let go of her hand during this door, aren't we? You have nothing to fear. You and the maid continued climbing the stairs, up and up, round and round, marching ever nearer the supposed final door. High up into the tower, as the light from below drew distant, a rotten wood door came into view. Patches of what appeared to be blood stained the surface, and holes had been bored into what with sharp objects of some sort. You heard a scream from far below where no one should have been. That's scary. Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Burn her! Burn her! Burn her! You were struck with fear. The next moment, the maid opened the door. Okay, I think this is where we'll end this part. Next time we'll actually start part 4, door 4. This part was insane. So much lore, so many interesting things. One thing the maid just mentioned recently, which was about the shadows we saw when we were exploring the mansion. Something about that made me and plus also the fact that I was unsure about the silhouettes made me think that if the game is pulling a fast one on us and those are actually like different people than what we are meant to think who they are. Like maybe the beast down in the cellar, maybe it never was Yukimasa. Maybe it was someone totally different. Maybe since the man in the painting told us that the door for the ending may all be an illusion or something, maybe all the other endings were too. That's definitely an idea, a possibility. Like, what if we've just been given a false perspective? Maybe Yukimasa was the good guy. Maybe it was Javi who was the beast. But we were just told this from a wrong point of view or something. Maybe it was Pauline who had gone insane. You know? So many questions. So much interesting lore this time. And I'm very curious as to I guess it was just I guess it was just scripted that eventually, even if we were to try and go find the maid, we would ultimately finally end up at the stained glass where we would continue our story from. Yeah, I think that's the way it is. I'm very curious about the master bedroom situation and who that person was. My current leading theory idea is that it is the maid we're currently with, but as a younger self when she was quote unquote alive or something. I don't know. Yeah. Let's save here. What's the matter? Reunited. Okay. Isolation, but this is called reunited. I guess, yeah. Reunited with the maid. Maybe. Or maybe reunited with our past, finally. Anyways, cool. Not, well, I guess it was, well, not the longest part, I'm sorry. The pacing with this one, like, you might have seen that some of the videos on my channel are like 2 hour long or even longer, and the Fata Morgana videos seem to have gotten a short end of the stick with them being shorter overall, but that's just because the pacing in this game like it just feels too good to end at certain points, and that's just how the that's how it just it works, I guess. It's either make the parts a bit shorter or make them like double the length, which is like closing on 2.5 hours, which is way too long for what I really can realistically record each time. So yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, okay. Patreon early access for 2 weeks, or well, not yet, but soon enough. Currently getting fixed on all the early access stuff. Yeah, link down in the description. Also, come talk to me on Discord about this game. I'm very interested. Please, no spoilers there, obviously, but I'm very invested in this story. Like, out of everything on my channel, I can't say that this is my absolute favorite, but I'm so very invested in this story. This has gotten me the most emotional out of everything, and continues to keep pulling my interest in interesting directions. Like, normally I'm the kind of person who very much enjoys their stupid battle shonen stuff or isekai stories and simple fantasy. But this game has gotten me to use my brain and think in all sorts of ways and appreciate more thoughtful literacy and more complex storytelling and you know character not character not caricatures, but like the way characters are intentionally represented or portrayed. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm trying to say there, but this game is definitely I can feel it like slowly not changing me, maybe changing me, but definitely giving me a new perspective on what visual novels, what stories can do. Yeah, I'm not normally the kind of person who watches stuff like uh Evangelion or Ergo Proxy or what have you with deep layered storytelling. So yeah, I'm so very curious. I'm loving this game, man. It's so good, so good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I already ended gave the ending spiel. Cool. So, see ya. Bye.